name's Erik Hatch, and this is Fargo Famous, where we talk to some incredible people that make the beautiful landscape of Fargo so vibrant. And today is Taylor Snelling, part-time male model, full-time beefcake, and my favorite restaurateur. Taylor, how are you, buddy?
I'm very well. Thanks for having me, Erik.
Absolutely, dude. Hey, you have lived in Fargo for how long now? Because you're not born and raised here.
No, so I got here in 2010. I came up to school at MSUM.
Okay, look at that dragon pride. So many people quietly say, I went to MSUM.
I went to MSUM.
My wife is also a dragon. Taylor, you're the big cheese, the guy in charge of Mezzaluna. Tell us about that amazing restaurant.
Mezzaluna is a casual fine dining restaurant in downtown Fargo. I started there in 2014 as a bar back server, worked my way through, became manager, and shortly after that, I weaseled my way into buying the place.
Restaurants, the most likely businesses to fail. You're like, I'm gonna buy a restaurant. This is gonna be great. Somebody else's concept, and I'm gonna execute.
It was the blissful ignorance, as I look back now, of not knowing what I was getting myself into. The whole idea of I wanted to have a restaurant. I was like, this isn't gonna happen until I'm way older. Mm-hmm. But when the opportunity arose, it was like, can we make this happen? Okay, we can make it happen. Let's do it. And after that, it was just figuring everything else out.
Mm-hmm. Most of your adult life has revolved around that restaurant. It's where you met your wife. And I love your wife, Val, probably not as much as you do, but Val is fantastic. And now it's where you're running a business. And I have to say, easily my favorite restaurant in town is Mezzaluna. Why is that place so different than any other? Because I think that there's a magic there, Taylor. What is the magic?
It's all about the people that you put in the building. First, that starts with the staff. Without them, we're nothing. Yeah. You know, we have a dream. We can't execute that if we don't have people there with us doing it. And then after that, there's different things that get us into the industry. A lot of them is, you know, enjoying the product of, you know, mine was enjoying making cocktails. For the people in the kitchen is enjoying making that food at that level. But really, what I notice for most people is what gets us to stick around is the people that we do it with.
Mm. Let's say in Fargo, you want to get the perfect slice of pizza. Where do you go?
I'm going to Blackbird. I just love the crust. I love everything that they do. In their fantastic pizza, it's the way the people make you feel when you walk in.
Mm. Taylor, when you were a kid, were you a kid that was like following the rules, or were you just a little pain in your parents' butt?
I feel like I was a lot more of a rule follower as a kid and stayed in line most of the time. Sorry about that, Mom. Than what I anticipate my kids are going to be, or what I am now.
Mm-hmm. When you were a kid, who did you want to be? What did you want to be when you grew up?
I wanted to be a hockey player.
Okay. How are you at hockey?
I was decent, but I was nowhere near going sniffing anything, even college hockey player.
Okay. Sniffing a college hockey player, that was a weird thing for you to say, but I'm glad
yeah,
you
it sounds
there.
Gross.
I can smell the gloves from here. All right, Taylor, final question. You're talented, you're brilliant, you're well-refined, and you could live anywhere. So why Fargo?
I met my wife here. We have a lot of special memories that we built here. Before I met my wife, I did a lot of my own adult growing in this town. We're both from small towns, so we appreciate the small town feel of Fargo. But there's also amenities of a larger city as well. In the town, you can find little pockets, you can find your community. But at that same vein, you can go across town and blend in and no one knows who you are. And there's something beautiful about that.
I love it, Taylor. Thanks for doing all the great good that you do here in Fargo to keep Fargo famous people making beautiful food and experiences. Until next time.